Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing on a day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Chainlink. Bitcoin is so close to breaking this local low and creating that double top confirmation, which could send us to 50k in the next move to the downside. Let's look at the charts. So Bitcoin has been trading to the downside for the last couple of days. As you might have noticed, we're around the 60k area, which kind of looks like a double top formation to me. However, we have to close below the local low right here at 60.8k, where the dotted line is, to have a confirmation. So we have to close below here on the daily time frame. We have vicked a couple of times below it, but we haven't closed a daily candle below it. When we do that, it could be a signal for you. This is theoretical. This is just for education and entertainment purpose only, but you could start placing a short and you could have your stop loss around 75k approximately, just to be safe. So adjust your leverage accordingly. This is not financial advice. But when we do, you have your take profit zone at around 51.8k in the next impulsive move to the downside. Just a suggestion, not financial advice, just theoretically. So what usually happens when we form a double top formation is that we have 3 drops to the downside. This is the market make structure. We've been talking about this on the channel a lot. So first leg down will possibly go to recover at least this volume candle here at 57k. We might have a bounce up from there, going up to or even up to 64k. But I do think we're going to 60k to tap into the zone. It's a round number, which is where a lot of traders place their bets. So whole numbers is kind of significant. Could be a drop from 60k down to this volume candle, for example, at 54k. Might have a bounce from there, and then we could drop all the way down to 51k, which is where the last volume candle resides. Double bottom formation, sorry, and then we shift out there. That is something I'm looking at. If we don't get a close below this point at 60.8k on the daily time frame, then we're going to the upside. But until then, we have to wait for confirmation. Looking at the news events, we have the unemployment claims today, which could send Bitcoin even lower to get us that double top confirmation. So wait for the news event before making up your mind. For the scalpers, the liquidation mapping is kind of important. So we have a cluster of liquidation here at 59.6k, 29 million. Above, however, we have 27 million at 61.7k. We're gonna probably wick to that point. And even a larger liquidation cluster at 62k. Interesting. So make of this what you want. Now let's take a look at Chainlink. So Chainlink is moving nicely for us day traders, for us holders. Well, that's another story. But we're gonna see how it evolves during this year. So we recovered these volume candles right here, as you can see in this move to the downside. And we created volume candles when going down, which is kind of good because that means they're going to recover those at some point. So yeah, we're currently in a downtrend in the market make structure. We created that double top formation when we broke down from this low right here at $16. And then we're currently in a first leg down. We could have a retrace to recover this volume candle all the way up to $15. And then we could have the next leg to the downside. And as I've been talking to you about when doing the Chainlink updates, is that we have a big volume candle cluster here from $7.5 up to $9.8. That was when we broke the almost yearly. It was over a year actually. This range is what I'm talking about. I remember doing the day trading updates with you, and I spoke to you about this range that you could go long at around $6.5 and close them at 8.5 and go short in that sequence. Whenever we hit those points, you do that. You could have been very rich for over a year if you trade that. But eventually broke out of it, so I do think it would be so great if we tapped into the at least upper band of the zone, so $8.5 in the next impulsive way to the downside. Clear those open orders which we created, or the market maker created, when moving out of this range, accumulation range. So yeah, it would be very great, and if we did that, then we're going up possibly to 3 digits. But that's another story. Next leg to the downside could be when we get a hit to the highs at $15. Could be a recovery of this volume candle. We could move there even now since we're so close, and then have a reversal to the upside. After that, I'm looking at sub $10 per Chainlink in the next shorting opportunity. With that being said, I hope you have a good one and that you learn something. Big Boss out.